Hello, welcome to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we'll be discussing leadership, business, and human potential, inspiring you to live rich from the inside out. Unlock your creativity, stretch out of your comfort zone, break through your barriers, take inspired action, and achieve epic results. Now, here's your host, two-time best-selling author, speaker, and certified executive coach, Deborah Kasowski.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Millionaire Woman Show, talking about leadership, business, and human potential. And today, we're talking about one of my favorite topics because it relates to mindset. And of course, you know I love working with mindset as a success coach. Change your influences, change your outcomes. If you don't like how things are going in your life, business, or organization, you need to make a change. It's easy to point fingers to others of why things aren't going well and blaming. But you notice when you point a finger, look what happens. There's 3 fingers pointing back at you. So that's right. It's time to take 100% responsibility for what you are able to do. You can't change other people. You may have tried and notice it doesn't work too well. And if you're still doing that, quit hitting your head against the wall. Save your energy and focus on yourself. What is influencing you and your outcomes? How you perceive the world is not how others may be perceiving the world. As we take time to learn about people and the world around us, you will learn that we're more alike than different. However, we are different in the fact of how the world around us has shaped us. These are our influences. We are influenced by internal and external influences. Little do we know about these influences are impacting how we respond or react to the world around us. Your influences impact how you see the world and how you deal with your current reality. How you think and feel influences the actions you take and ultimately the results you will get. Some people will say they have no control over their influences, yet there's many actions you can be taking right now to take control of them. Let's take a look at your influences. So there's internal influences. Your internal influences have to do with your beliefs and your values, your biases, your assumptions, negative self-talk, the language that you speak, using empowering versus disempowering language, your mindset. Also that can't versus can-do attitude, the supportive or non-supportive stories that you tell yourself about your present and past experiences. From a young child, you were taught traditions, values, taboos, cultural norms. These cultural norms can be from society, yet the biggest impact is in your own home. You were taught what was expected and acceptable. You learned the way food habits, you learned the ways to dress, what the roles in the family would be. And although many of these considered external, I put them as internal because it's how you've internalized these messages from past experiences, and you can keep them, you can challenge them, you can accept anything that you choose to. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So what you believe is possible is what you're going to believe you could achieve. Recently, I proclaimed one of my 2018 goals is to do one unassisted chin-up. And I had heard that being able to do a chin-up was challenging, so I wanted to do one. I had done several assisted chin-ups, like 85 pounds assisted, 80 pounds assisted, 70 pounds assisted. But I wasn't ever sure if I could do one on its own, because I've jumped up to the bar and I've hung maybe for a few seconds because I didn't have the strength, and it was hard enough for me to get up to the bar. It's a little bit of a stretch. But then I reached out to my fitness community, which many of you who are following me on Facebook or any other social media, you'll see that I belong to a group called Healthy Role Models. And it's just a fitness community of women that empower each other. There's over 1,400 women participating in this movement, and it's unbelievable. But anyhow, I reached out for them and they offered me some suggestions. So the next time I went to the gym, I set up a resistance band on the bar, got a block so I could stand on it, so I could reach the bar. And what I did is put that resistance bar under my knee. And then I was able to do these chin-ups. And I even posted a video. I was so super excited. And suddenly it felt real that I could do it. And what changed? It was my mindset and around my capability. And it was better for me not to have that assistance to really help push myself. And I was so proud. And it suddenly felt real and that I could do it. But I was speaking to someone and I was telling them what happened and how it suddenly went from a mere possibility to becoming a reality. And she said that she was surprised that I even believed that, because she had seen me do so many different fitness challenges and succeed at them, that she thought, wow, why are you talking like that? And I had to stop for a moment and examine my story. And the story that I had been telling myself is, you know what? You've never been a star athlete. So what makes you think you can do this? I'm not fit enough to do this, you know? And then we start disempowering ourselves. So once I challenged the story, I was open to learning about the strategies that I could use to actually help me accomplish my goal. I don't need to be a star athlete to do a chin-up. And I also need to evaluate my definition of fit and grit. I have grit and I know how to make it happen. And people from all shapes and sizes can do chin-ups, and I can, and I will. So whatever challenge you have facing you right now, or belief that you have that, you know, suddenly you're challenged with it, I want you to tell yourself, I can and I will. What is a belief or story that you've been telling yourself about something you want to do or have? Beliefs and stories are strong influencing factors, and our fears also play a critical role in the actions that we take. There are many fears: rejection, failure, embarrassment, death, public speaking, and yes, even success. And you're probably saying to yourself, what? Success? Why do people have a fear of that? Well, they do. And the biggest part about that fear is that they're fearing the uncertainty. They're what will success do to me in my current lifestyle? How will it impact my relationships? And people fear that they're not going to be able to handle what's on the other side, consequences or rewards. I want to remind you that you have control over your choices, and you are a resourceful person, and you will figure it out. Pay attention to the language you're using, and are you using language that conveys a message with conviction? Is it empowering? Here's some words and phrases I want you to start banning from your vocabulary, because all they're doing is bringing you down. So I'm going to start with the word try. Try sounds weak, indecisive, sounds like you're sitting on a fence, and basically says, yeah, maybe. I might maybe be able to do it, maybe not. And it has weakness in effort. The word can't is actually choosing not to. And someday, a day that is not on the calendar, somewhere out there when the stars align, and here I am telling you right now that the right time is now. What if sounds doubtful, worrisome. Most people worry about things that never happen. It's wasted energy. So save that energy for where you need to really push for it. Also, I have to. You don't have to do anything. You either choose to or you get to. It's a privilege. Just is the word that, you know what, whatever comes after it, you're minimizing. For example, I'm just a nurse. I'm just a mom. Stand in your power. There is no just. Or I am not. You are disqualifying who you are and what you're capable of, simply stating, I'm not enough. It's not true. You have more capability than you're aware of. Use language and statements like I am, I will, I can, the time is now, I get to, I choose to, for starters. And you are more powerful and capable than you know. So speak with conviction and believe in yourself. Use those empowering words. Then we have the external. influences. And many of these external influences are impacting you. You have control over, as in time, frequency, and what you wish to allow into your mind and your space around you. Media is one of those influences. Television shows, video games, and movies can influence the way you look at and understand the world around you. The news, for example, tends to send negative messaging of gloom and doom. What you read and listen to also impacts your thoughts and how you feel. Are you watching TV shows, reading books, or listening to podcasts that educate, empower, or inspire you? Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Who are your top 5? Sometimes you have to do a friendectomy. Take a look at your circle of friends that you surround yourself with. Do they support and encourage you, or do they attempt to sabotage your efforts? Sometimes these people are family members, and you can't sever those ties. You can, however, limit the amount of time you spend with them. Bring your concerns to their attention, and you can change the subject when they speak with you. Some people are toxic to your health and mindset. You are control over your environment, where you live, what you choose to do, and how you show up in the world. You live in clutter or organization. Is your life chaos or calmness? All of these influences impact how you feel and how you will act, and that ultimately impacts your outcomes. And if you do not like the outcomes you're getting and the impact they're having in the areas of your life, it is time for change. And change begins with self-reflection and self-awareness of what's not working and focusing on doing what is working. So if you're ready to look for some change and you need some help with that, I can help you with that through coaching opportunity. You can book your discovery session to see if we are the right fit. But I really want to impress upon you to really look at and examine the influences that you have in your life, because they do impact how you think and feel about how you perceive the world, and ultimately the actions that you're willing to take. I'm all about getting results. I'm all about your outcomes. So really, it starts way back to paying attention to what is influencing you, your thoughts, your behaviors, and what you're going to do about it. So I would love for you to subscribe to our Success Secrets newsletter on my website at www.deborahkozowski.com. And you will get the free ebook about the 21 habits high achievers kick to achieve success. And I would love to hear about how this podcast has impacted you. Email me at deborah@deborahkozowski.com. I answer all of my emails, and I would love to hear from you. Also, you can go over to the Millionaire Woman Show on iTunes. Give us a 5-star high five. Write us a review. Tell people about this show and how it can help benefit them. You never know when you get to help someone get to where they want to go. And you might change the way other people influence you as well. My wish for you, as Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And as always, go out and make today great. Have a great day, everyone.